Hey, it's Jay Young again, and welcome back to the Customer to Raving Fan podcast and Facebook Live. In this podcast and Facebook Live, we dig into how to take your current and past customers and move them into that next phase, which is a raving hot fan that knows you, likes you, and trusts you, and tells all their friends about you, right? And they become a loyal customer for life. So that's what this is all about. So I had a learning moment, and I thought at the time that the teacher was a complete idiot. But I later discovered he was a genius because it helped me to laser focus my message. And I have a story for that because, as I've said before, I've been in my past life was a radio show host. In fact, for 31 years, that's what I did. I was a morning radio show host. And from time to time, our management would bring in these consultants, right? They would come in and they would tell us all of the things we were doing wrong as on-air disc jockeys and announcers, and tell us the things that we were supposed to do. And I remember going through this one exercise, and it was all about identifying who our target audience was. And at the time I'm thinking, why does it matter? My idea was I'll just talk about the things I want to talk about, right? So we had to go through this entire exercise, and the consultant was telling us all the reasons why this was important, that we needed to do this. So we actually came up with our ideal listener. It was a 34-year-old woman named Lori. She was married. She had 2 kids. She was on the PTA. She volunteered in other organizations. She had, the whole soccer mom thing. There was a lot of other different things that became her character. And then our consultant said, okay, so whenever you're going to, whatever you're thinking about saying on the radio, think about Lori. Will Lori find that entertaining? Will Lori find that funny? Will Lori find that comical? Will she find it sad? Will that make her angry? What kind of, whatever the emotion we tried to get, would it work on Lori, our listener, the one that we decided that's who our laser focus was? And at the time I'm thinking, this is the biggest waste of time in my life. And then when the next ratings came out, we were number 1 in the entire city of Memphis. Right, in the age group, the coveted age group of 25 to 54-year-old persons. And Lori fit right in the middle of that. So I went, holy cow, there's something to this, laser focusing your message on your audience. So that leads me to the big epiphany that I had when I found myself fired from radio. I got to thinking, because at the time I thought, well, I don't have any skills at all that I could ever provide for my family. And then I thought, some of those things that they drilled in our heads as radio announcers, it seems like that would probably also be pretty effective for business owners. Because if a business owner really knew their audience, because I'll talk to some business owners and I'll say, do you know who your audience is? And they'll say, well, everybody needs our stuff, so everybody's our audience. No, that's terrible. That's terrible. You need to focus. You need to focus exactly who your audience is, right? And when you focus laser beam style, you're going to get some of the peripheral on both sides, but you're going to super serve that core audience, and that is going to be your bread and butter. And I learned that as a radio show host. And now that's what I and our team help other local business owners. Because when you decide who your audience is, you're going to want to make sure that you do everything to keep them informed, keep them educated, keep them excited about your solutions. And as I said before, the reason we do this podcast and this Facebook Live is to turn our current customers into raving hot fans. And when you know your customer, when you know them like the back of your hand, right? Then you know what they need, what they want. You only send them those kinds of things, and you only present them the offers that you know that they're going to want. So that's one of the things we do in our business. With Customer Reviver, that's what we do. We help businesses not only focus who their audience is, but then laser focus the message to super serve that audience. You can find out more about Customer Reviver by going to customerreviver.com. And if you got anything out of this today, I would love it if you would share that, just a little comment in the comments section, take a little snapshot of it, a little screenshot of it, share it on your social media, tag me in it, Jay Young. I would really appreciate that. Thanks so much for watching today. And I guess the thing that I learned about this is, back when I said those that can do, those that can't consult, well, turns out, yeah, even those that can also consult, right? Because there's pretty smart people out there, thankfully. Have a great day.